Good afternoon to all of you, my dear readers, my dear viewers. Once again, I'm very happy in the time of COVID-19. Once again, I'm preparing, I'm making a very special video, special class regarding active and passive for the benefit of my students to get exact information, exact and clear-cut idea regarding active and passive. So today we will discuss something about active and passive. It's all about active and passive voice. First we will discuss the 9 rules of active and passive voice. Number 2, regarding transitive verb and intransitive verb, regarding active passive forms. First, we will discuss about the fundamental terms of active and passive voice. Whenever you are asked to change active voice into passive, it is the most essential duty of a student to find the verb is transitive or intransitive in the given active. If in active voice you can find the main verb is used transitively, then you can change the active voice into passive. So it is the most fundamental concept. It is the most, you can find mandatory aspect for all the readers to know all about what actually mean by transitive verb, what actually we mean by intransitive verb. That means in English grammatical system you can find according to the classification of verb, it is divided into two. One is main verb or full verb, second one is auxiliary verb. Finally, you can find viewers in English grammatical system in parts of speech you can find noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, then conjunction, interjection, but among them verb is the most important parts of speech, because what actually I have examined, what actually I have observed, without verb we cannot make a meaningful sentence, expression or whatever you can think. What actually we utter, without verb it is meaninglessness, like you can find it is maybe like full of nonsense. So verb is something, it is not about all action or doing words. Verb, the word which indicates the tense of the sentence, is called verb. But whenever you can find in an expression, in a sentence, the main verb is carries, the main verb which passes, the main verb which carries an object in the sentence is called transitive verb. That means you can find in transitive case the expression must be consist the combination subject verb object, subject verb object object, subject verb complement, subject verb object complement. That means you can find if the verb is written in this pattern SVO, SVOO, SVOC, then you can find the verb is known as a transitive verb. That means when the main verb in a sentence carries an object after it in the sentence is known as transitive verb. Regarding, I am just giving example, I bought a new car, Ram found a gold coin, then finally you can find he sang a song. In the following examples you can find bought, sang is used as transitively because after it you can find object. In a grammatical system, according to the classification of object, it is divided into 4. You the people know direct and indirect object, but it is divided into 4. 4 types of objects are there. One is a direct object, second one is indirect object, and third one is reflexive object, and fourth one is facilitative object. One by one we will discuss what actually we mean by direct, indirect, reflexive, facilitative object. Actually, direct object means whenever we talk about the object, it refers to what? I bought a new car, whatever bought by me, a new car is known as direct object. Indirect object means SVOO, direct object and indirect object. The teacher gave us homework. Here, homework and us known as object. Homework refers to what? Direct object. Us is refers to whom is known as indirect object. Then all about subject verb object complement. It is all about reflexive object. They found him dead. Here they means subject, found means verb, they found him object dead complement. Here whenever the complement is used as indirect object, whenever the complement of the sentence is played the role of an object in a sentence known as a reflexive object. That means they found him dead. Here they subject, found is a transitive verb, him means whom, an object, how, dead. So it is object and a complement. So whenever the object is used as complement and whenever the complement plays the role of object, so it's very clear, whenever the complement is used as an object, that object is known as reflexive object. Direct refers to what, indirect refers to whom, reflexive means whenever the complement is used as object. But another interesting one is facilitative. Facilitative means, I am just giving one example, you can get clear information. I dreamed a sweet dream. I am giving example. I dreamed a sweet dream. Here dreamed means transitive verb, and dream once again it is repeated and used as object. Sweet dream is object. So when in an expression, in a sentence, you can find the transitive verb is repeated and used as object, that object is known as facilitative object, my dear. Another example, like Ram fought a furious or stout fight. Fought and fight. Ram fought a furious fight. Ram fought a stout fight. So fought transitive verb, fight it is used as object. So when you can find the repetition of a transitive verb as object, that object is known as facilitative object. Then now time for us to know all about intransitive verb. What actually we mean by intransitive verb? Sorry for my intransitive verb means the main verb which does not carry, which never carry an object after it in the sentence is all about intransitive verb, the very contradictory meaning of transitive verb. That means intransitive verb does not carry object. It must be written in the form of SVA, subject verb, adverb. I am giving example, birds fly, wind blows, the old man is walking slowly, the birds are singing sweetly. In the following examples you can find the main verb. Wind blows, subject verb, birds fly, subject verb, the old man is walking slowly, subject verb, adverb, slowly is adverb, because adverb is a term, adverb is a part of speech which describes the verb, it modifies the verb, it says something new about the verb. So in the case of intransitive you cannot find an object, it must be written in the structure, in the form of SVA, not SVO, SVOO, SVOC. It's all about intransitive. But actually in English grammatical system, viewers, you can find some main verbs are there. They can be used both as transitively and intransitively. Interesting, very interesting, because some main verbs are there in English grammatical system. They can be used both as transitively and intransitively. So look at, I am just giving example. Priti speaks the truth. तो माँ गोटे लिखिपारि पापिया speaks loudly. Look at here, Priti speaks the truth, subject, verb, object. Here speaks is used as transitively, because in first sentence Priti speaks the truth, speaks is used as transitively. But another one, Papia speaks loudly, here in the second one speaks is used as intransitively, because loudly is known as adverb, not object. Like speak, another some verbs are there, other verbs are there, main verbs, they can be used both as transitively and intransitively. Another example you can find, Rani rang the bell. Rani rang the bell. Another one, the bell rang loudly. Here you can find in first one, Rani rang the bell. Rang is used as transitively. The bell rang loudly. In second sentence, rang is used as intransitively. So finally, in English grammatical system, some verbs are only used transitively, some verbs are only used intransitively. But in English grammatical system, some main verbs are there like speak and drink. They can be used both as transitively and intransitively. It's all about the most important parts of speech verb, the most important terms in active and passive regarding transitive and intransitive, both transitive and intransitive. It's all about the fundamental terms. Now time for us to discuss all about the fundamental rules, 9 rule and regulation of active and passive. 9 fundamental rules of active and passive. Look at, please listen carefully, you can understand. In active voice, the expression or the in active voice, the expression consists of the combination SVO, subject, verb, object. But in passive, ultimately, the combination is OVS, object, verb, subject. In active, 1 to 3. In passive, 3 to 1. In active, subject is the principal one. But in passive, object is the principal one. Ultimate head one. Number 5. According to the tense and time of active, we must or should use this kind of helping verb. It may be primary or modal in passive. If active is written in present tense, then you can take the help of present tense helping verb, present tense verb. If active is written in passive, you can take the help of past tense helping verb. Suppose I am giving example, I play chess, present tense, chess is played, is played. I played chess, chess was played. So according to the tense and time of active, we must or should use this kind of helping verb. It may be primary or modal in passive. Then next one, in active voice, you can find the main verb or the transitive verb can be written in V1, V2, V3, ing form. I am giving example. I eat rice, I ate rice, I have eaten rice, I am eating rice. Eat, ate, eaten, eating. 4 forms consequently, evidently are used. V1 present, V2 past, V3 past participle, ing or gerund form is used. But in passive, you can find this main verb, this transitive verb should be or must be used in the form of past participle. That means in passive, there is no chance to take the help of V1, V2 or ing form of transitive verb. That means in passive, the transitive verb should be written in V3 form according to the rule of active and passive. Then next you can find next one. In active voice, you can take, actually you can find there is no use of by, by. But in passive, in some cases, you should use by for the final consequence. Chess is played by me. Like I play chess, active, chess is played by me. For the consequence, you can take the help of by. But in some cases, it is not necessary to take the help of by, the simple preposition, for the final consequence in passive voice. Because according to the rule and regulation of active and passive, if the subject of the active voice is an indefinite pronoun, in this case, in these circumstances, you cannot take the help of by for the final consequence of passive voice. Giving one example, you can get better information. Someone has stolen my watch. Passive, my watch has been stolen. Look at here, what actually, whenever you can find the active voice takes or inactive, if the subject of active voice is an indefinite pronoun like someone, no one, anyone, everybody, nobody, no one, in this case there is no chance, there is no especially requirements to take the help of by in passive voice. Here someone has stolen my watch, it is written in present perfect. Then according to the structure in passive, subject plus has or have plus been plus B3, my watch has been stolen by someone. It is not necessary to mention, because if the subject of the active voice is an indefinite pronoun, in this case it is not necessary to take the help of by for the final sequence, for the final conclusion of passive voice according to English grammatical system, or according to the fundamental characteristics or fundamental principles of active and passive. That's all about the fundamental rules of active and passive. Now time for us to discuss about present simple, present progressive, present perfect progressive you can find, then past, then according to types of sentence, declarative, then interrogative, imperative, but exclamatory has no passive form, then all about quasi passive voice, then in the case of double object, like in the case of quasi passive voice, various varieties are there. One by one we'll finish, one by one we'll discuss. Actually in present simple you can find, it's very simple because it's present simple. Suppose one example, like he plays chess, it is written in present simple, chess is played by me. So only you have to remember the structure. Whenever we talk about, whenever you are asked to change the present simple active expression into passive, you have to remember the structure in present simple. First you have to bring the subject. If it is if it is singular, you can take the verb ses, or it is plural, not necessary to take s or yes with the main verb. Subject plus is or are plus v3 plus by. It is all about the structure. In present simple, first you have to bring the object, then plus is or are plus v3 plus by. Then in the case of present progressive, actually in the case of present progressive you can find, suppose the example or the active voice is written in present progressive and you are asked to change into passive. Suppose I am doing my homework. I am doing my homework. Here homework is object. Please bring first. Homework is being done by me. So in present progressive, first you have to bring the object, then according to its number, if it is singular you can take each, if it is plural you can take are, then finally object plus helping verb is or are plus being, being, being according to the rule being plus b3 plus by, then final consequence. Present perfect, in present perfect you can find it is all about subject plus has plus b3. I have written a letter. A letter has been written by me. According to the structure of present perfect, in passive voice, first you have to bring the object plus has or have plus been plus v3 plus by. It's all about the structure of passive of present perfect. Then you can get the final consequence or conclusion in passive. In present perfect progressive, actually in ancient grammar it has been mentioned there is no passive form of present perfect progressive and past perfect progressive form or aspect, but in new edition you can find it can be changed into passive, but it is not important for you. Then finally in present perfect progressive you can take has, have, been, being plus v3 plus by. Then all about, actually in present simple, present progressive and present perfect, some expression are there, they cannot be changed into passive. I will talk about in which cases of present tense we will not change the active into passive. First remember, whenever we talk about universal condition, scientific condition or scientific truth, universal truth, habitual action, every day I go for a morning walk, it cannot be changed into passive. So whenever we talk about habitual action, personal introduction, habitual action, universal truth, scientific truth, some expressions are there, they cannot be changed into present, like passive in present simple. And in the case of intransitive you can find like bird flies, wind blows, it is all about present simple, but it is written in the form of intransitive case, so that these kind of expressions, it is written in present simple form, but if you are asked to change into passive, it cannot be changed into passive. Then in present progressive some expressions are there, you can find it cannot be changed into passive. Suppose I am talking about, whenever we talk about the changing and developing situation of something or someone, then these kind of expressions cannot be changed into passive. Suppose I am giving one example, the plant is growing bigger day by day, the climate is getting warmer year after year. These kind of expressions, whenever it expresses the changing and developing situation of something or someone, they cannot be changed into passive. Then in present perfect you can find whenever we talk about like some like events or actions, just example, it is like first time Virat Kohli has become the captain of Indian cricket team. So some expressions are there in present simple, in present progressive, in present perfect. It cannot be changed into passive voice. And if I will talk about, it has been raining since morning, it is written in present progressive form. It has been raining since morning. So whenever we talk about a long period of action which began in the past, now still it is going on at the time of speaking, in this case you can find it is very difficult to change the active into passive. Then finally you can find whenever we talk about like past, only you have to change the helping verb in present. In present simple progressive it was each, are, but in past simple and past progressive it must be watch and wear. Then plus V3 plus by in past simple and past progressive. Then finally it was has, have in present perfect, it will change into had in past perfect. Then in the case of like sentences you can find declarative, it's very clear, present simple, past simple, all are declarative. Then about imperative, actually my dear viewers, in the case of imperative you can find imperative expressions especially refers to command, order, suggestion, advice, like remarks, opinion. Then all about command, all about warning, then all about inviting, all about friendly remark, all about your like you can find threatening. In the imperative sentence you can find it refers to various like expressions. So whenever you are asked to change an active voice into passive in the case of imperative, then finally two ways are there to change active voice into passive in the case of imperative. First you should think about, I am giving one example. First you can do the passive regarding the imperative, let plus object plus B plus V3. Suppose you are asked to change the active, open the door. Here you can find in imperative subject is omitted, you open the door. Passive must be let the door be opened. It's all about. Another one, suppose go there, you can change into passive like you are ordered to go there. Whenever it refers to order or command or suggestion or advice, friendly remark, inviting, whatever it may be refer, you have to use according to the consequence. Sit down, you are ordered to sit down. Get off early, you are advised to get off early. It's all about. Then in the case of interrogative you can find one is WH word, another one is yes or no. Like whenever we talk about yes or no, is he writing a letter? Actually if you can find the expression is written in active with a question mark, it will remain constant in passive the question mark. Is he writing a letter? Is a letter being written by him? Question mark be must there. Then yes, no, but WH it especially begins with who, whoever, whom, like this you can find. Who built the Lingaraj temple? By whom was the Lingaraj temple built? It is all about, you can find. But in the case of exclamatory, it has no passive form. Then all about quasi passive voice you can find. Quasi passive voice means, I am giving you an example. Rose smells sweet. So finally it is tasted that rose smells sweet. Honey is sweet, it is tasted that honey is sweet. Rose smells sweet, it is smelled that rose is sweet. So some kind of expressions in passive voice you can change into active into passive in this form. Then all about the expression with double objects. That means the postman gave me a parcel. A parcel was given by the postman to me. You can write or not. It may be correct. It's all about present, past, quasi-passive voice with double object and some other expressions are there. In the very next video, I will come with the rest part of active and passive. But this is all about the fundamental concept. First we discussed about transitive, intransitive, then all about both transitive and intransitive, then all about the 9 fundamental characteristics or fundamental principles or rules of active and passive, then what actually the structure of present and past regarding what actually we discussed. Just remember it, store in your memory and utilize your best in present, do the exercise accordingly and be sincere, simple and sober and a good achiever in future. Thank you all of you. Have a good day. Stay blessed. God bless you. Thank you.